My name's Jillian Todd, and I just got back from a student ambassadorship in Iceland. Iceland leads the world in measures of gender equality, so I was interested in studying why that's the case. And I ended up focusing on early schools, so I was looking at gender in early education. So I was doing a comparative ethnographic study where I was comparing the system of elementary schools called Hjalli. It's actually called Hjalli Stefnan. So what they do in those schools is they have gender-specific curriculum, and it's actually single-sex curriculum. So the boys and girls are separated for some instructional time throughout the day, and other times they're socializing, so they're mixed. So they do something called gender compensation work, where the boys have curriculum that's designed to help them be more vulnerable, to be able to communicate more openly and freely with each other, and to sort of destigmatize a lot of the relational aspects of like male-male contact that we see often in the United States. And then for the female compensation work, they did a lot of sort of empowerment lessons. They did a lot of things that would, encourage bravery, outspokenness, and a sort of individuality that you often don't see in classrooms in the United States. What they do is if a student isn't feeling comfortable conforming to, one sex category or the other, they're welcome to just choose whichever group they would like to go in. So they're really evaluating what each student needs to be the most successful and to be able to fully embody all of the qualities that humans have, not just male qualities or female qualities. There's an entire return element to my project where I'm working with Dr. O'Brien in the School of Education to develop curriculum we'll be teaching to her students in her early childhood education courses, where we're kind of looking at ways to adapt that sort of model to an American system. So while we couldn't just pick up the Hjalli school and place it in an American context, there are certain values we can take and try to communicate those to future teachers so that they can hopefully work to combat gender inequality too. I think the power of this research comes from the return element, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to enact change where I can see it in my hometown, in my university town, and potentially, in the United States as a whole. So I think there is a lot of power in just delivering this content to people who will become teachers in the future and who will move around New York State, potentially the entire United States, and can hopefully take at least a little bit of what I learned over there into their classrooms here. I think that's really the most important part of my project. It's been an amazing opportunity, and I really couldn't have imagined ever doing this, but here it is, and it happened, and I'm so incredibly grateful that I was able to do this ambassadorship.